Just let me share the content today. Yeah, let me share to my screen. Where is my PPT? See, for this class, I'm not going to make any PPT of my own. Okay, so this class I'm using the your cracking material available. But any extra information if I get, or like in YouTube also, if I find any information, then I'll be sharing with you in your WhatsApp group, or in your Google Classroom. I'll create one if necessary. I'll create one. Otherwise, your cracking is good enough because I have gone through the materials. So you can follow the cracking materials. But just as it more this class will be more of a discussion type interactive session, not a boring classroom session like normal, because it's nothing for me to explain. Okay, it's for you to understand and enjoy the thing. It will be more
Okay,
interactive
ma'am.
session. So you people, please, when I ask you something, please unmute yourself and answer. Otherwise there will be a problem. Then I'll speak and nothing, and my voice will keep choking. So that's the thing. Okay, let me start. So today we are going to just have a basic introduction only. So before I start, I'm going to use the participants and ask you something. I'm just checking the link. Okay. Barbie. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. And you?
I'm good too. Okay. So sitting at home enjoying now. This time most of you will be present. Okay, Barbie.
Yes.
So
Yes, ma'am.
can I ask you one question now?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think of governance? What do you
Governance.
like?
Yeah, IT.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
means IT governance.
No,
Yeah.
normal governance. If you heard like hear the word governance, what do you mean by that? Governance. Normal English. Governance. You have heard the word, right? It's
Means
the English term.
yes, ma'am. Means manner of governing a state or type
Okay.
organization type.
You are kind of meaning governing a state, maybe made kind of like say authority, authorization or something like that. Can I
Yes,
say so?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Like an example,
Like an
Okay.
the
example,
principal of a
the
school.
Okay. Okay.
school. Okay, okay,
Okay. Next, let me take someone else. Okay.
okay.
Next is border.
Next, let
Border.
me take some.
Yes, border.
Mm,
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, if you like, if there is a
Yeah, if
problem
you
over
like,
the
if
net, you
there is
can
a
just
problem
chat also.
over
You
the
can
net, you
just
can just
write
chat.
what you understand by governance. What you all can do, you can just ask, give a chat reply also. That would be fine, very fine. If you are not comfortable speaking, right? Did you find the chat option?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
There
border
is a warning, ma'am. This
one.
feature is not available for telepresence participants.
Okay, okay, okay. So okay, you are unable to do that, right? So Hitik was speaking, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
Hitik, what is governance?
Ma'am,
L-
to managing something, ma'am.
Okay, to manage something. That means you are giving the responsibility, right? So obviously the thing is correct. Whatever Barbie said is also correct. This is authority, like governing something, or like whatever you said also, Ritik, that is also correct. That is the managing something responsibility. If we go by the like term definition given, like for governance, it basically means the way of communication, responsibility, authority to empower the people. Okay, so there are four keywords related to it. That is
Okay.
responsibility, right? First is responsibility. Why responsibility? When we say you have to govern this project, that means you need to manage this project. Whatever Ritik said is correct, right? You need to governance means managing something, right? Then obviously
Yes, ma'am.
authority or authorization. If there is governance, then obviously there needs to be some authorization. If you are working
Okay.
in a company, you are that if any company you open a startup, I think many of your seniors, if you know the BTech current the BTech 8th semester passed out batch, if I think Kaushal and few of the Utpal, I don't remember the names. They what they did, they opened a startup. Okay, but this startup also, if you want to follow, like open a startup company or work in a company, it's very important that every company follows some rules, security rules or anything that is IT governance. There are some IT policies are there. Okay, they should, this policies, if they don't work on that, then there will be a problem for the company, because like now it's a startup. Now if they don't follow the policy, it's okay for few years, but if they want to go for a long run, in the long run it's very important. The companies should have some certain policies. They should follow the laws abided by them, otherwise it's not possible for a company to run for the long run. So basically these big companies you hear, this IBM or this one, IBM, TCS is there, Wipro is there, Accenture is there, a lot more. So these companies, they follow the IT governance. Okay, research, obviously if there is no governance, no, because if you don't, nowadays we have heard the proverb, it's a very old proverb is there, right? Knowledge is power. And if you ignore everything, okay, we are running a company, it's a big company, we are running it, but if there is no knowledge in the company and just running it, then no use. And generally this IT governance or IT rules are like made by the senior members of the company. You people have studied about the software engineering, so you know that there are some phases like
Yes.
requirement gathering and everything. So this requirement gathering and every phases are done by whom? These are senior members. Why? They have knowledge, they have the experience, right? For that purpose, they do it. Now, going by the definition I just mentioned, it's about the responsibility, authority. That is authority. That is to what is the authorization mean? The authority means to the, it means the ability to take decision. If someone has the authority, I give you, since like let me take an example of CR of this class. Ritik is a CR, right? So if he has the authority to like take all the issues of the class and just contact to the faculties, or the faculty also directly, if they have any issues, they directly communicate with Ritik only. So that is the authority, right? Authorization. So that right to take decision. Similarly, communication is
Yes, ma'am.
very important, and also empowering, that is giving power to take the action. Since you are the CR, so now you have the power to take the decision. If you have any issues, you will obviously hear from your teammates, your classmates, and then you will forward it to their teachers. The same thing
Exactly.
is
Yes.
comes under this governance. This is the basic definition of governance. So if you want to remember the definition of governance, how will you remember it? It's a very easy term, is there, race, RACE. Okay, R is responsibility, A for authority, C for then communication, E for empowerment. That's it. Okay, next, moving forward, if we go like this, IT governance is basically divided into two parts. Okay, it has two components. Okay, let me slide show. I forgot to slide show. Okay, this IT governance is divided into two parts. First is the structural component, and the second one is the process component. So what does a structural government do? Basically, it concerns with the organization's information technology activities, the way the IT activities support the objectives. Like every business has some objectives. Why are you like this organization? Let us take an example of this additive. Like why it is running, their main, what is their objective? Of don't tell me that the objective is to earn money. Obviously their objective is to earn money, but the thing is that their main objective is to provide education, right? The, like they provide education, they provide your degrees in various fields, be it nursing, be it engineering, be it like every discipline, like pharmaceutical, then business management. So their main objective, they need to be very focused on what are their objectives. So these kinds of objectives falls under the structural component. And the basically the manpower also, the manpower is very important for an organization, because that helps managing the activities of the organization. If additive people, okay, or any organization, if they like want to open an organization, and if there no manpower we mean here like the admin staff, the faculties, the IT cell peoples, everyone, management people. If they open an organization and they don't have the people, then it's of no use. So these are the structural component. Every organization, be it IBM, any IT organization like IBM, Amazon, Flipkart, every organization needs the power of manpower. Okay, though everything is automatic nowadays, still it needs manpower. Why? Because these are made automated by the people itself. The machines cannot automate itself, right? Till this point, any
Yes, ma'am.
confusion? Am I going too fast?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Second is the
No, ma'am.
no, ma'am. Okay. The second is the process component. Basically, it's the decision making rights, okay, associated with the IT. So basically, the policies that need to monitor and control the way the the IT, that is the information companies, take the decisions. Okay, these are the carried out that IT decisions. Feel like which software you are going to use for like you need some cloud services for an organization, so which cloud service provider we should go for, whether it is AWS or it is Bluemix, so which you need it, so you need to decide. So these are the authorities, like decisions need to be made in the process component. Okay, so this was about the introduction to like IT governance. So basically it's divided. We till now we have studied like what is governance. So basically if you want to remember governance, that is the keyword. If you remember, race, responsibility, authority, communication, empowerment. Okay, that is. And now we have decided to move to IT governance. So IT governance is like divided into two components: structural component and process component. What is structural component? We have no. Anyone tell me what is structural component? Let me check if you can. Did you hear? Can I ask? Okay. Let me check. Participants. Okay. Yeah, Aparna. Aparna, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you tell me structural component? Little bit. What it does, what it's concerned about? Forgot? Okay, it's okay, it's okay. So relax, it's okay. I'll say it. Like it's basically, yeah, Aparna, you want to say something?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay, I hope you're doing good, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay, the basically the structural component is is concerned with the information system, that is IT activities. Then how the objectives, how the objectives are supported by for the business. Then the manpowers are all involved in this structural component. Okay, the activities, the manpower, the organizations are involved in the. Okay, I think someone is not using headphone. Please use your headphone, otherwise my voice will be echoing. That's the problem. Okay. Then that is a structural component. Okay, and what is the process component is basically related to the decision making process. Okay, moving next. Okay, just let me close this list, otherwise. Okay. Next, moving, we have the objectives of IT governance. Now we will study why are we studying this IT governance. So basically it provides data regarding the product quality. Obviously when you have a organization must it must concentrate on the quality of the product. Suppose if you take uh, Microsoft, there are lots of products like Windows and everything, so they are upgrading the system now. Windows 10 or lots of things are there, Windows 8, Windows 10. So they depends on the quality. When they upgrade the product, they must when they launch or upgrade the product, they must take care that their quality is not compromised. Let me after I think XP, I think XP, there was a, I don't know, you have heard of not, like Windows Vista was there. Okay, Windows Vista, like it did not work up to the expectation of the customer. It was very slow, and it did not stay in the market for long. So the product was degrading. So what they did, the company came up with next, I think, Windows 7. Okay, so they must not compromise with
Yes.
the product quality when this. So the main objective is that they product quality should be maintained. Okay, then obviously next point is key performance indicators and key global indicators. So these are things key performance we'll study in the like next, we'll just discuss about it with key performance. And now you remember these two things. I'm just skipping the second point. Next is ensure the strategic business objectives are achieved with least wastage of the company resource. Again, this one also we will discuss in detail, but I'll just give a overview of it. So the strategic business objectives. So every company they have some have some strategic policies. Okay, what policies, maybe how the company will what the company will do in the next 5 years, what products may they launch. Let me tell you, like when Flipkart started in I think 10 years, 10 to 9 year, 9 I almost I forgot the year, maybe 9 10 years ago. They used to like deliver only books. They used to for only books only they used to work. Okay, but now you see, if you go for deliver, now you see the records of Flipkart, whatever things except for like vehicles, we can find everything, right? Starting from any furniture or any like use of mobile phones, everything you can find on Flipkart. So do you think that okay, today I thought okay, I must also today I'm buy selling books, tomorrow I'll decide okay, tomorrow I'll from tomorrow I'll start selling mobile phones also? It is not so. It is always a thoughtful process. It is always we, whenever a company started to company run successfully, the company should have some strategic plan for the next 5 years where I want to be. For you people also, since you people are like pursuing MCA and everything, so why do we say that everyone should have an objective? Okay, now in the like 2 3 years you'll be after maybe 2 years you'll be passed out. Now where do you see yourself? Because when you join any company or you sit for any interview process, they will ask you where do you see yourself in the next 5 years. So if you say then the next 5 years I have no idea, just I'm just I don't know, maybe you should have a clear picture. Where do you see yourself? What do you want in the next 5 years? So everything should be clear. Similarly for the companies also, your vision is very important for a company to be successful. Okay, so these are
Yeah.
the that is why a strategic plan is required and strategic business objectives are required. That because if you have a strategic plan, then there will be least wastage of the resource. That is why company hire those people, like I'm telling in terms of interview process also, in people you also, like if you ask, they ask you that where you see yourself in the next 5 years, and you give a clear picture that where you want to be in the next 5 years, they think that okay, this person has a vision, this person has a like the we can work rely on him, the this person is a visionary. Otherwise they think okay, he's a confused person, probably no work for us. So you may get rejected for that also. So that for any company startup also, it's very important that you follow a strategic plan, and strategy is important for every phase of life. Okay, whether it's like business, whether it is your life, everything. Next, moving to the importance of IT governance. See, business goals and IT goals must be related to each other. Okay, if your business and IT goals, so there in a company, there are obviously information system. Okay, IT information technology goals will be there, and this one. What I'm saying, yeah, business goals should be related. If your business goals, okay, I want to make money, but information system, information technology goals, suppose what product you want to develop is not related, then your company won't be a successful one. Then after you deploy, after you make a product, then and you deploy it, then there will be no use, and the developer or the designer will think that why the company have even deployed the product if you're only money minded. So that's very important that your business and IT goals are matched. So in that case, what happens? Your efficiency increases. If your IT, that is, there are in an organization there are different teams are there. Like in IT also we have this IT team and the HR team. Okay, so this business objectives should match. Okay, your for to run a functionally. So here in this diagram, okay, you can see for an like information security, information technology and this one business, it to work properly, this is a proper diagram is given here. Okay, where you have some business strategy and business operation. Obviously business strategy and business operation, IT strategy and IT operations, if they work both in like collaboration with each other, then your firm will be a successful one. Okay, so this was all about like IT governance and the importance of IT governance. Till this point, anyone have confusion? Please inform me. Okay, someone does. Okay. Till this point, anyone have confusion? Please go through this diagram. No confusion?
No.
Okay. Okay, this was all about I like this is a very short, like only 4 module subject. Okay, so we have lots of time. The 3 credit subjects will go slowly only, so not to worry. So this was all about today's class. Thank you for attending. Okay, anyways, Ritik, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you please share with me the attendance in my WhatsApp? Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
yeah,
you,
thank
ma'am.
you.